Hi. Hi, my name is Kamani Benjamin. I'm a graduating student from Florida State University, majoring in information science. I specialize in web development and databases. Now I'm here to show you just a small tutorial of my skills. This one will just be featuring how to make it rain in Flash. Alright, thanks. For this tutorial, we are using some basic assumptions. You are either using Adobe Flash 8 or 9. In 9, you can either use CS2 or CS3. I will be using Flash 9 CS3. Their interface has some slight differences, but for this tutorial, it shouldn't really make a difference. Another assumption is that you have a basic understanding of the layout of Flash, mainly where things are, such as brush and tools, and what are keyframes, and a very basic understanding of programming. Let's begin. We will start by opening up a new Flash document. You can either use the shortcut key on your desktop, or you can go to Start, All Programs, and then you just basically look for the Adobe Master Collection, or just might not have the Adobe Master Collection, so you might just go to Flash directly. Now we'll just wait for it to open. Open up a new Flash document, just go to File, New, and now you either select ActionScript 2 or 3 for this tutorial. It doesn't really make a difference. Now if you have Flash 8, there's no option like that. Just create a new document and just select OK. We're going to be making it rain. Obviously we need a raindrop. So it's pretty easy to actually create your raindrop. All you have to do is in the Tools panel, which is located on your left side, just click on the Paintbrush tool. Now normally it's a little bit big for a normal size raindrop, so we'll just shrink down the Paintbrush tool to a different size right here, and then just make a dot. That's it. Now it's a black raindrop, and most raindrops aren't really black, so we'll just highlight it by clicking on the Free Transform tool, also located in the toolbox. Hovering over it, then let's just say we switch the color right there, and then you're done. Now, that's only one raindrop, and obviously that's just a dot on the screen, so what we will have to do is animate it. Now, once again, just highlight it using that Free Transform tool, press the shortcut key F8, and convert it to a symbol. Now, make sure that the movie clip symbol is selected, and just rename that symbol, drop that UC, and then click OK. Created a raindrop. We'll have to do some editing on it. Now, my raindrop, after I created it into a symbol, it actually appears in my libraries toolbar right at the right hand side. You might not have that open automatically, so what you'll do is just go to Windows and then just ensure that the library is checked. Now that library should open up with that Drop MC movie clip. Just double click on it. Now what you see now is that you're actually inside that movie clip with its own separate timeline. Just go to frame save, about 15 or so, it really depends on you, and hit F6, which is another shortcut key for creating a new frame. Now in that new frame, in frame 15, highlight that raindrop again, and then actually just go to the X-axis, which is located in the Properties tab, and it's usually on the bottom of your page, and just change the Y-axis to about 700. What this did is actually it moved that drop down 700 pixel spaces. Now just go back up to the layers area, and anywhere from in between frame 1 and frame 15, just right click on it and select create motion tweak. Now what this does is that the computer actually fills in the gaps in between frame 1 and frame 15, which will give it the appearance that that drop is actually falling. You could actually test it out by hitting Control Enter, and what you see is that the drop is falling over and over. Now that we created that drop, we actually need to create several. The cheapest way to do this is actually use ActionScript. Now the way we're going to do that is by going to the Scene 1 and actually creating a new layer, which you just right click on that first layer and click on Insert New Layer. Now name that layer Actions. Okay. And in that first frame of that layer, we're just going to click on it and right click and select Actions. Now what this does is bring up the Actions tab, and this is where we're going to enter our code. Now I've already written down the code because I don't really want to have you guys go through the whole experience of watching me type, so I'm just going to paste it in there. Now just click outside the Actions tab, or actually minimize it. Now the next step is to actually go to the movie clip that was in your Libraries tab, right click on it, and select Linkage. Now I've already have it selected to export for ActionScript and export in the first frame, and just the identifier for me is this frame.exe, and just select OK. Now what that just did is actually allow the ActionScript to be manipulated using that movie clip name. Now let's test it out. And there you go, you have the ring. For this tutorial, we are using some basic assumptions. You are either using Adobe Flash 8 or 9. In 9, you can either use CS2 or CS3. I will be using Flash 9 CS3. Their interface has some slight differences, but for this tutorial, it shouldn't really make a difference. Another assumption is that you have a basic understanding of the layout of Flash, mainly where things are, such as brush and tools, and what are keyframes, and a very basic understanding of programming. For this tutorial, we are using some basic assumptions. You are either using Adobe Flash 8 or 9. In 9, you can either use CS2 or CS3. I will be using Flash 9 CS3. Their interface has some slight differences, but for this tutorial, it shouldn't really make a difference. Another assumption is that you have a basic understanding of the layout of Flash, mainly where things are, such as brush and tools, and what are keyframes, and a very basic understanding of programming. Open up a new Flash document, just go to File, New, and now you either select ActionScript 2 or 3 for this tutorial. It doesn't really make a difference. Now if you have Flash 8, there's no option like that. Just create a new document and just select OK.